Guys, welcome everyone to finally season 2. We have started today. We have started a few minutes ago. So, very happy about that. What's wrong with the names? Should be fine. Good. And, you know, in terms of the maps, not too many changes have occurred. Just the fact that this time we start with 9 villagers on most maps compared to the 3 villagers. As you guys know, I personally just love the 9 villager start. I feel like you don't lose too much aspects of the 3 villager start and get to the action way faster. And therefore, you know, I love getting to the action faster. Therefore, we have the 9 villager start here. And Hera with his, I would even claim his favorite civilization, Mayans. I personally feel like he's the best Mayan player we have in the community. Feels like he has figured them out pretty well. Even would see him better than Doubt. Don't tell that to Doubt because he would, you know, talk to me about that one. And on the other side, Villese playing Khmer, one of Hera's favorite civs as well. But Villese enjoys Khmer a lot as well. Here playing in the red trunks, and his map looks pretty solid. The forest in the front, which allow him for easy walls, the gold in the back as well, and all the deer inside his TC already as well. So that will give him a huge boost in terms of economy. And on the other side, Hera's map looks pretty dope as well. Main gold in the back, forest in the back as well. That leads to him being a little bit more open in the front, but I'm sure he will, you know, wall there, just to surround or finish the wall with the TC. That will be pretty good for him. It sounds like a best of 3 is needed between Doubt and Hera. Who is the best Mayans player? Who is the best one? So Hera most likely will go straight into archers and, yeah, play defensive. And he's going to be fine with that. And Villese! Look at Villese! Stealing a sheep. He means business, guys. He absolutely means business. And Villese opens with a stable himself. Horse color incoming as well. Double Badax. We will see him going for a lot of farms very soon. And Hera even went up without Loom to fuel H. He is taking it extremely greedy. Very greedy here. As expected, archer range. I wonder now if Villese will add an archer range himself as well to add skirms. Or is he going to play full stable and just wall up? That's the main question for me right now. Hera already are adding the farms. As you guys know, he's super quick with those usually. And I feel like he's playing a little bit with fire here, isn't he? Yeah. A little bit of a mistake by him to not have walled that earlier. But yeah, now quick wall here and there, gate. Okay, never mind. And yeah, this is a little bit annoying. Very good job by Villese doing the most he can with the units he has, because what else is he supposed to do? There's just no way he can try to find any damage here with those scouts. Just not gonna happen. Just not going to happen. And now Villese. Oh, Villese. Look at the scout. It's bugging out. Like, the pathing was not that smooth this time. And yeah, Hera is happy now. He managed to get these walls in here. And now everything is good for him. On the other side, we finally see Villese adding the archer range. So he will be able to get the skirms out on the field. And oh, Villese almost killed a villager here. He committed, but took a lot of HP on those scouts. And lost the scout himself as well. So, it was a risky maneuver by him. Didn't work out in his favor right now. And Hera, I just love the way he's doing it. He's just, you know, I'm chilling. I have my archers. I have everything in the TC. Garrisoned up. I'm fine. I'm totally fine. And now I'll just try to go up to Castle Age as soon as possible. Villese on the other side. Beautiful economy. Horse coloring as well, already. Hera doesn't have that yet. Skirms will be able to defend any incoming archers. And yeah, overall, we will see, you know, he should be up to Castle Age faster even, I would assume. I mean, they have the same amount of food villagers right now. Still, Villese should be a little bit fast. But let's see, maybe I'm wrong on that one. Depends also how many more skirms Villese is going to build. Because scouts, you know, he has enough. He has enough there. Also beautiful move by him. Just getting the extra vision, extra scouting with the low HP scout there. And now what Villese should do is be very active with his scouts in the front. I would even also split them up just to get the full vision in the front there. That's super important. And it's all about the Castle Age timing right now. It seems like Hera is going to be up a little bit faster. And then the question is going to be, is it one archer range or two? That's the question for me. Which I don't have the answer to yet. Castle Age, a little bit faster for Hera. Villese will click up to Castle Age in a moment as well. He adds another villager, okay. So, roughly 35 seconds behind Hera. And Hera will ignore this army and just goes to the south, I would assume. That is a typical thing you do usually. You ignore their skirms because they cannot really pose any threat. And then you just go to the other direction with the archers. But okay, it's not something Hera is doing right now. Horse color, fletching, gold mining, upgrade. He didn't even go for fletching. Villese the same. So as you guys can see, things have gotten a little bit greedy. The top players have gotten a little bit greedy. Fletching is not always upgraded. Sometimes it is, sometimes it is not. And we see eagles in the making now as well. So one archer range, one barrack. Eagle play. Hera is very famous for that kind of play. I feel like him and Daniel do that play style quite often, where they mix crossbows and eagles very common for those two players. Eagles will be able to clean house here. Remember, with Castle Age, they automatically get 7 attack instead of 4. And that definitely helps in pushing all that army away. Hera, crossbow, botkin arrow in the making. TC in the front as well. In the front as well, another TC. And that TC cuts off those skirms from these. That is a beautiful move as well. Even though it was not intended, believe me that. Not like you're thinking as a top player, hey, where can I build my TC so I can cut off the army in two? Not some, like, I can ask Hera if he intended to do so. But I don't expect that. Is this live? This is 100% live. This is liver than anything. And I also love that Hera, you know, goes into the front with the TCs. Like, he's not scared of any incoming siege pushes. Because his micro allows him to not be scared here. Now, Hera loses to 2 eagles here. It's not the biggest deal for him. Trying to engage a little bit against those skirms, but the skirms, that's the issue for Hera. With the +2 armor, they will only take 1 damage per shot of those crossbows. And then all of a sudden, those crossbows have to flee immediately. And that's not what Hera is doing right now. Predictions. I think Hera will win this one 2-1. Or are you asking for predictions in the chat? It would be good to have mods here. Is any mod active right now? Otherwise, I will set the prediction myself here. Start prediction. Who wins this game? Oh, what? Kate, can you do the predictions? Is that possible? Or Evelyn? Oh, working. Okay. I'm sure Evelyn can take care of that. Or anyone. That would be lovely. If not, just let me know. Miyamoto. New master. That's sneaky. Forward castle for Villese would be devastating for Hera. But Hera knows Villese pretty well as well. And Villese is more of a 3TC boomer, you know? It seems Jordan has succeeded in creating an AI according to chat. I'm pretty good in that, yeah. Okay, we have 56 villages against 49. And army-wise, 14 against 12. So far, this is beautiful textbook play, guys, from both players. Hera doing his absolute brilliancy with the defensive crossbow play. And on the other side, Villese has done a beautiful gameplay with the scouts and skirms. And now with the knights and elite skirms. Now Hera pushes back with the mangonel. And Villese has to think about how he wants to approach it now. Does he want to add more knights in order to jump onto the mangonel? Is he going to add a monastery as well? And beautiful hit by Hera. Killing 3 skirms here. Damaging a couple of skirms as well. So this is kind of the warning shot by Hera. That's a huge one, yeah. You never want to run into those kind of shots. If the numbers are so low. Yeah, we have 65 villagers for Hera. 61 for Villese. Wheelbarrow not in for Villese. Hera has wheelbarrow. He doesn't have the double bit or the Bosa upgrade. So overall, economy-wise, I would say Hera has a slight advantage here. If I'm not mistaken, let's take a look at the economy tab. Yeah, just a slight advantage. This is exactly what I was saying. Guys, you can listen to me. You can trust me. I know those things. I know these things from the bottom of my heart. Yeah, the mangonel is chilling here right now. I wonder how this one is going to continue here, because I feel like Hera should add a second archer range at least, because he has been going greedy for a bit too long for my taste here, if I was in his position. Let's see. Okay, second archer range incoming, university incoming as well. We will see ballistics. Jordan a pro? Yes. Jordan is a pro. Don't tell me those eagles take off the mangonel. Wow. What a beautiful takeoff. I Jordan, definitely not disappointed watching your stream. Butcher, thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. Hera has been too passive here. You cannot say that. You know, for most players, it would not work out, but Hera is that kind of player who can make it work. And beautiful mangonel micro by both players, and I love this one. Hera is just like, okay, you're going to micro mangonel away anyway. I will take the safe shots and kill those skirms here. And look what Hera is doing right now. Completely destroying the aggression of Villese. That's exactly what he's doing. The monks converting the knights. Mangonel keeping the skirms in heaven. And the converted knight kills the mangonel. And those knights, they're dead. They are dead. Completely annihilated. Whoa. That was just beautiful to see. Hera didn't panic. He was like, I'm good. Nothing's going to happen anyway. I'm chilling. And those knights obviously not +2. They are never going to be the biggest threat here. And yeah, what can I say? Villese missed his timing. He definitely wants to make another push as soon as possible. But he doesn't really have the army to do so. 5 army against 26. Not so good. And privilege incoming. They both chill when in engagements and under pressure. Yeah, I agree, Darcy. Pretty amazing to see. Why is my heart? He will go on suddenly playing. Yeah, Hera is disgustingly good right now. I think he stepped up a little bit though. I really think so. Like 3-4%. He stepped it up. And ever since he has done that, he has been scary. Very, very scary. And that castle also just, you know, cements the beautiful position here in the front. That small hill here is so important for either player. More important for Hera though. If there is an opposing castle here on this hill and you're Hera, not ideal. It's really not ideal. Top 5 players in AoE right now. Well, Yo, Viper, Lyri, Hera, and the 5th one, I will give the 5th one to Tato. And look what he's doing. Hera is playing with his prey. And you know, it's not like, has he lost a single unit here? He didn't lose a single unit, did he? God. You know, I've been in Vilese's position. You play. And I mean, Villese, it's not like he is a bad player. It's not like he has doubt micro. He has phenomenal micro. But he just... he stands no chance here, does he? Absolutely disgusting, yeah. He lost the initial monk. Ah, okay. Well, Hera is not that good then. And now, both players in privilege. Plate barding armor incoming as well. But I feel like... it's not game ending, obviously not. But it sets the tone of the game. Look at the population, 170 against 120. And now Halberdier switch should be coming for Hera. This could be a nice raid for Villese though. Of course Hera sees it. Of course. I mean, why not? And now quick walls incoming. Those cavalry are not doing anything here. Except Hera might not be... oh. Hera might not be... paying attention. No, he does. And yeah, chemistry. We see squires incoming now as well. Infantry upgrade Halberdier. And that's literally the only thing Villese can throw at Hera right now. That's the only thing. Look at that. Almost 200 population. Almost. Very close. Of course, he will lose a couple of archers now. Attacking the market, that was a misclick obviously. But... yeah, now with the Halberdiers in... I don't think we will see Villese in this game for too long. But I might be wrong. No, I'm not. I'm not wrong at all. Hera taking the first game here extremely convincingly. And guys, what has really happened this game? It was super smooth from both players. Super smooth. The thing is, it felt like Hera capitalized on the superior micro, and therefore he was able to snowball it into his direction. It's just the way it is, right? Very simple to analyze, very simple to understand. 54 to 37 unit kills, and keep in mind, Hera had the weaker units, so it's quite noticeable that he has lost less than his opponent. And yeah, economy, he was leading as well. Imp timing was close. And yeah, it was very straightforward, I would say, for Hera here right now. Okay, good. The thing with Capuch is fixed now as well. Then we can fully focus on the second game. Oh, okay, mega random. You know, there are so many different versions of mega random. I personally don't like this specific version of mega random that much because of the shallows. But hey, that's mega random. Sometimes it happens. So Hera plays as Mongols. I personally think Mongols should be the best civ on mega random because of the scout. It gives you a lot of good intel, and usually you have a lot of hunt as well on this map. So having the Mongol hunt bonus is always a handy thing to have. Lithuanians obviously very strong as well due to the fact that they started with 150 extra food, and especially on mega random you also have the water map happening often as well, and they're starting with extra food helps because you can transition to wood faster and therefore get your fishing boats out faster as well. Not fair map for Hera? Why? And there are only 3 relics overall, really? Is it like that? God, it's so hard to click on those relics. I guess you're right. Yeah, you're right about that one. That was the trick. With a sponsor, I would say my community, then Backforce and Blinkist. I will talk about Backforce and Blinkist in a bit later. Al Jordan, glad to see you, Tono, again. Regards from the US. Migu, hello, thank you so much. 4 relic should be in the corner, but it's not, no. I've checked everything. No fishes, yeah. No one has fish on this map. Okay, so, you know, Hera up already with a barrack. I guess we will see a stable by him, right? Anything else doesn't make too much sense, I would assume. Arch range. Now, that is interesting. Loom incoming. Hera playing very greedy. Previous game, no loom before fuel age. This game, no loom before fuel age. I mean, Vilese's scout took a lot of damage, yes, but losing that village, it definitely hurts. And Villese on the other side, he opens stable. I'm really curious how Hera is going to apply it. Okay, he will have... Okay, never mind. He will have Archer play, not Skirm, Archer. The Archer range will not fully work all the time, as Hera was a little bit late here with the gold. Added the mining cam a little bit too late there, but I think he assumed Villese to go for an Archer range himself, and therefore wanted to open Archer range as well. I think that was the logic here. There is no way Hera sees that Archer range. Yeah, he does not. So what Villese is trying to do here is he wants to surprise Hera. And I think his chances of surprising him are pretty high. Yeah, 5 is the ideal number on gold. You get constant Archer production in fuel age, and also get yourself a little bit more gold in the bank for castle age as well. I'm not planning to play JMB myself, no. This was Tata. Tata would already have a demo out, yeah. I know. Tata would definitely have a demo out already. And Villese, once again, cannot find any damage here. Hera stands just too good defensively. And now that Spearman obviously could be picked off by those 4 scouts. But doesn't look like Hera wants to... Or Villese doesn't want to jump on that one. What a boomer. I won't play because I will win too easy. Yeah, very unlikely. Yeah, very, very unlikely. Okay, skirms again for Villese, fletching incoming. And now let's see how this time it will shape out, because previous game didn't look too well for Villese. I'm sure he will seek for other results this time. Remember, Lithuanians skirms and spears. They walk a little bit faster. So that's going to be helpful in terms of, you know, combining his scouts with those skirms here. Love the haircut. Thank you, Trooper. And Greshko, by the way, thanks for the full year. And Thomas, thanks for the 9 months as well. And Dragon, thanks for the gifted sub. I didn't mention those. I don't know why. Kind of stupid by me. Apologize. And now Hera, he will ignore this army and just go forward. Just go forward with archers himself. That's what he's doing. And he will obviously seek more damage or deal more damage than Villese because archers are stronger than skirms. I'm coming and going from one channel to another to see every game. Yeah, it's the right way to do. I would do the same if I was you. And stable incoming for Hera already. He's going to clean this one up completely. 2 villagers ahead already for Hera. Oh man. It feels like Hera already has all the answers. All the answers to everything his opponent is throwing at him. And that spear is going to pick it off now as well. That means Hera's scouts are going to be so much stronger as well. If I was in Vilese's shoes right now, I would be scared. I would definitely be scared. Ideally, you want to wait for the armor upgrade here for the skirms, but man, you know exactly that you're going to lose those skirms here. That's already a guarantee. Maybe not. Villese does a good job. Oh no, that was a mistake. That was definitely a mistake. Tato, you would have had a demo out already, huh? We all know you would. You cannot hide that idea. Hera said I'm already preparing for skirms in the beginning. Okay. No Tato playing? Yeah. I know. I'm sad about that one as well. You can ask him right now. He's in chat. And yeah. Hera was not able to pick off as many skirms as he would have liked to. But obviously the scouts have taken a lot of damage. Tato has retired, yes. After he won Red Bull, he's fine. He doesn't need anything anymore. Tato too busy coaching. That's not a good fight for Hera, is it? I mean, he will clean these skirms here, but he will lose archers in the process. But then again, he's fine. Even if he loses those archers, he can build camels to counter knights in Castle Age. So he's not too bad off here. And look at that. Hera already up to Castle Age, while Villese, he will be a little bit behind in that regard. Kalimachos. What are Kalimachos? I don't know that. If Tati played, the winner of JMB would already be decided. That's true. Something like wine plus coke. Oh yeah, the Kalimachos. The good old Kalimachos, man. Oh, the most important unit for Villese has died right now in the front. That means the scout can clean up the skirms. Disgusting. Yeah, it doesn't sound good. Tato has always tried to convince me to try it, but nah. Ain't gonna happen. It's hard to micro this one. Hera is playing with fire right now. I'll prepare some in ASC. Tato will go ham there. Frigide Ushi. Now that is something I don't know. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, guys, micro-wise, both players on point. I feel like Hera has lost more archers than he would have liked to in this scenario. Yeah, it feels like Hera is fine here. Villese is fine. Even though he lost units, but these are not important units, I would assume, for him. He just wants to get Castle Age with knights anyway. Second stable, yeah. And now Scout goes down against the skirms. He even continues building crossbowmen. I'm heavily surprised by that. Wow. Yeah, okay, he has still archers in the TC. Never mind. I thought he lost all his archers. Now that explains it, obviously. And monastery incoming as well. Yeah, the crossbow play doesn't excite me too much as well. Villese on the other side, chain barding armor, so he heavily goes onto those knights. 2 knight production with chain barding armor. We can expect to see him going for 1 TC play, I suppose. Otherwise, he wouldn't invest that much into that. He obviously wants to get some monks in as well with the relics, but he's not going to be too happy with the situation about the relics. And also very unfortunate for him that he doesn't have a relic behind here. He doesn't know about that relic as well, so it's a little bit annoying for sure. And Hera has already added the second TC here, while Villese full on 1 TC push with monastery and siege. So he definitely wants to force the issue, doesn't he? And the thing is, Villese cannot... There's no way he can jump onto that. He can't. Just doesn't work. Oh, Villese, don't even try. Just go back. You have no chance against this army. No chance. Oh, okay, never mind. But I don't see any dogs. Data man, I don't know. I wouldn't have added dogs as well. But maybe that's why I'm not the demo player like you. I don't think Hera has scouted the monastery. No, he did not. And now we have a little engagement. He saved the monk with 2 HP remaining. But yeah. Does that knight kill the monk? Wow, that was close. That was really close. Hera obviously knew that that monk was almost dead. Let's say it like that. What is this map called? Mega Random. Mega Random right here. And already after all this time, Hera has gotten himself a 10 villager lead. He doesn't have billboard though, so that's something you have to take into consideration. Adding a 3rd TC as well. Bosa incoming for Villese. So Villese is falling behind in terms of economy. The more time he allows Hera, the more he will fall behind here. There is a map seed for Mega Random, this one, but I don't know which seed it has. I don't know which seed it has there. Okay, nice quick walls by Villese, preparing. And now he obviously knows what is going to happen. Hera knows what's happening. So now it's all going to be about micro. And we know how well Hera feels with his micro. Let's analyze the situation. So we have knights, monks, and Mangonel pressuring forward. So if you're clear in your head, you should never engage against that as Hera. But Hera, obviously, he has tools handed to him in his micro that maybe make him jump onto that and even come ahead out on this one. Hera has 1 relic. Was a big shot, wasn't it? Kind of hurts. Definitely hurts here. And yeah, that the monk doesn't get the conversion here. Very close. And yeah, these monks, they have to retreat. They definitely have to retreat. And the way Villese does it right now is very good. You know, very methodically. Doesn't overdo it. He doesn't want to lose mangonels right now because these are the ones which allow him to really get the push going while adding TC in the back. So he obviously has a huge deficit in terms of villagers, but he keeps the momentum for himself right now. Mongols don't have access to redemption, so that's never going to be a thing for Hera. But Hera just adding his own mangonel. That's it. Get his own mangonel and you're fine. Now let's see. Oh god. That is so important. He loses. Oh, what? Oh my god. This is so devastating for Villese. He's just jumping now. He just wants to have that mangonel on the out of this field here. Lost 2 mangonels, lost 2 knights for 1 mangonel. And is about to lose another mangonel. Perkele. This is... If you see this, you're like, you don't want to push Hera. You just don't want to push Hera. Otherwise, see what's happening. This is again another game where you would say textbook play from Hera. In terms of defense. Absolutely lovely. Dane. Where did the relic go, by the way? Oh, this one. He has 2 relics here. Give them the monks. The 3rd relic. That's a good question. Where's the 3rd relic here? Wasn't there 3rd relic here somewhere? Who can spot the relic, guys? Who can spot the relic? Ah, I can spot it. I was first. I was first. But he will not even get that. Oh, I think Hera is overstaying his welcome here. He will lose a lot of crossbows here. Oh, and all of a sudden Hera loses all this army. This is a beautiful situation for Villese. Villese is taking the score lead as well. Completely snowballing here. And every single crossbow has died here for Hera. And Villese getting some beautiful conversions as well. 2 army against 27. What has Hera done to himself right now? He has a Hera castle. He has a castle, yes. He's about to build a second one. Imperial Age incoming. Yes. Is he able to get the second castle in as well? That's the question. Oh. Villese, he needs to try to stop that castle. Otherwise, this is going to be disastrous for him. If that castle goes up, Villese is going to be, you know, without any chance anymore. But I don't think Hera will not be able to get that castle up. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Mangonel survives here. Ballistics not in yet, but also not the most important thing right now for Hera. And yeah, 25 more villagers, or 22 in this regard. Heavy plow for Villese, but that's not going to be something like game deciding or something like that. Another villager goes down, but the knight goes down as well. And castle in the middle. I love that castle. That is a nice castle. However, that one should be trapped down very soon from Hera. And look at that. 1 minute remaining until Hera hits Imperial Age. Bloodlines incoming as well. Villese on his other side, he will be up into Imperial Age in a second as well. We see him clicking in a moment. While the raids continue. And indeed, up to Imperial Age. But he's roughly 2 minutes and 15 seconds behind you. Hera cleaning up. With an ease. Completely with an ease. He has 4 TCs right now. Villese 3 on the other side. And I think the best call for Villese would be to get a lot of skirms right now. Try to defend against those Mangudai, but obviously long-term play is better for Mongols. Ballistics and Bracer being researched right now. Hera still doesn't know about that castle here. He does know about it. If he knew, he would build trebuchets already. Right? He would build them already. And yeah, that outpost goes down. Mangudai scaring those knights away. Not that impactful, as they still lack ballistics. Thumbring incoming. And that monk. That could be that monk. Oh no, he doesn't see. He just barely misses the castle here. That's a little bit unfortunate for Hera. And very fortunate for Villese. Villese plays well when feels like he looks away at critical moments and loses army, falls behind in micro. You're a bit harsh here, aren't you? Mangudai are even good against skirms. They just shoot too fast. Look, even against monks, one shot. Bam! And they're out of the picture. The thing though is, you can easily switch to hussars as Mongols. And Mongols, with their hussars, they're not too bad. How does he not see the castle yet? This must be devastating. The best unit you can do against Hera with Mangudai is monks. Because Hera cannot out-micro the monks. That's next level play. Hera wouldn't place build hussars. Yeah, he would never do that. Never. And now he will just kill a lot of villagers all over the place. And Villese is forced to run after those Mangudai all the time with those skirms. And also those knights, they're not going to survive too long against MTC here. Want Villese to win more. Yeah, I understand that. And overall 160 pop against 130. But yeah, Hera's just, you know, using two Mangudai here and causing so much havoc here with those two. And that trap ain't going to survive for too long, that's for sure. Heavy plow incoming. Elite Mangudai incoming as well in the moment. And that is a very fast upgrade. 40 seconds remaining. And maybe he loses 4 Mangudai if things go well for Hera. Okay, he lost a little bit more. He lost 2 right now. It's so hard to defend those trebuchet right now. It's so hard. Yes, the skirms are powerful in terms of their damage output, but look at that. Those skirms cannot withstand the firepower of a castle garrisoned with Mangudai. And once the hussar switch is in full flow, Villese is so dead. Villese is so dead there. And again, those traps die so fast, and Villese knows it. Villese knows that he has no chance here anymore, and just surrenders. There's nothing he can do anymore. Absolutely nothing. We take a look at the stats. Very equal in that regard, and kills and death. Economy much better for Hera, as we thought, and overall APM. Hera being fast as always.